So Calvin, I appreciate you giving us a ride to the rink and letting us hang out with you.
Of course.
Are you a morning person?
Anytime. I've learned I had to be with kids.
Yes, yes. I am today. That's all I know. Calvin, it's Monday morning. You know what that means, right?
What does that mean?
New episode of 32 Thoughts, the podcast drops.
Wow. Are we running right now?
Yes.
Fan of the show.
You got to listen to this.
Welcome to a special edition 32 Thoughts, the podcast. And Elliot, you want to make anyone in that Edmonton Oilers dressing room light up with a smile, simply mention the name Calvin Pickard.
I mean, one of the best teammates I've ever had for sure. He's not just here to be a cheerleader, he's a great goalie. 20-plus wins last year, stepping in the playoffs and big times, and can't say enough good things. Just been through the ringer, basically, and still fighting, and great to see him having some success.
Do you have a favorite story of his or something that often comes to your mind when you think about him?
He's told me he's a good runner in the past, and I figured there's no way this guy's a good runner, but turns out he sent me a video a couple summers ago. I don't think he's a good sprinter. No.
So what's the story there?
Because everybody posts workout videos, but I don't think I've ever done it. So one day I sent it to like Connor and Boosh and a bunch of guys, a video of me sprinting at the track. It was pretty funny. They know I'm not a sprinter, but I just sent it anyways. I'm still working out. It was like mid-August. It's like working my ass off out here, yeah. I feel like my ego is going to explode here after listening to all those good things. It means a lot hearing from Connor. I'm not just a cheerleader, because I think I've been labeled as that a few years over my career where it comes natural for me, but I still believed I was a good goalie, and to hear him say that, that means a lot, because I am a good goalie first. Teammate stuff comes natural for me. Maybe a lower center of gravity right to start. While start, feet have a lower okay. Oh, cool. Woo! Unbelievable.
What do you remember about first getting called up here?
We won a few, struggled for a bit, and then I finally got a chance to play and played pretty well. And our team just kind of, we took off. We were too good not to, and I was just lucky to be a part of the ride.
They've got a goaltender that they believe in, and that is Calvin Pickard. When Edmonton decided to make a change with Jack Campbell, this young man stepped in.
He looks cool, calm, and collected. He's not a young guy, so this new opportunity for him is not going to faze him.
A guy that can do anything for his teammates. I don't know, he spends endless amount of time after practices taking shots. It's kind of a role of a backup goalie. A lot of backup goalies don't like that, but he's willing to do it, and he does it for his teammates, and he gets a lot of respect for it.
Nice save! Yeah! Let's go! Play, Rosie. Nice play, Ponce! Play, Boosh! What I'm talking about, baby! Hey, I like you right now a lot. A lot. Yeah! Let's go! Boy, attaboy. Yes, Zach. Out of way.
It was the 13th stop professionally for your career. Why do you think this one has felt like such a fit?
I felt like I was ready, and I was at a point in my career where, what do I have to lose? I've said it in the past, why not go down swinging? I have nothing to lose. Even at this point right now, I'm so game by game where, I can't string some bad games together. I need to, stay consistent, and every game is important to me, to myself, and I just can't put too much pressure on myself. I just had success. I was comfortable playing behind our team, and I got success right away.
Okay, so it all started, though, this journey for you in Moncton. What do you remember about the early years of your life there?
A lot of street hockey, Magnetic Hill, Crystal Palace, Moncton Wildcats games. I was a big fan. I still have a jersey. I actually saw it in the garage this summer. Yeah, very cool spot. Very cool spot. I remember my dad coming home from work one day and being like, we're moving to Winnipeg. And it was not well received from the whole family. It was not well received. And that would have been 99, so I'd have been 7. And yeah, that's where the journey took us, and it took us to Winnipeg. So, but nothing but good memories in Moncton.
All right, so you just came off what I'm sure felt at times was a never-ending 7-game road trip. Busy morning with the family. How do you reacclimatize after all that time away?
It's hard being away. That's a long road trip. That's as extreme as it gets. It can be tough for sure for my wife, you know, like 12 straight days by herself, 2 girls, get them out the door in the morning, you know. It's always nice to get back. You know, we have a home stretch now where we're home for basically the next 3 weeks, minus 1 road game, but they're always excited to see Daddy, and I'm always thrilled to see them.
We're called the Edmonton Oilers, but I feel like it's the Edmonton Airplanes sometimes. I feel like we're just flying city to city, and you know, every time coming back, it's so nice to see them when they wake up in the morning after getting home late. It just makes my day so much better being around them. But it is tough, for sure, being away from you guys. Can I try one of these cookies?
Calvin Pickard has been that kind of a motivational guy for this team all the way through.
Pearson to the net, denied. Calvin Pickard, another superb stop. Calvin Pickard and the Oilers got out a 5-4 overtime victory.
You can just see the excitement that his teammates have for him. What a job he did for his team. Unbelievable performance by Pickard off the bench.
Not only have you gone to him at times, you've gone to him in some of the most highest of leverage situations, given where the team is at in a playoff series, the Stanley Cup final last year. What has he kind of meant to you? Because you're the one making the decision ultimately.
Well, those have been difficult decisions when the game's, you know, our season's been almost on the line, and we've gone to him asking him to pretty much save it. And he's just risen to the occasion and played extremely well. You know, I don't think there's too many things that would rattle him, and he's able to just rally and play well. And then also, I think he's also got the support of his teammates that'll help support him.
For all the stops you've made, it's felt like Edmonton's kind of become a home here. So how do you view your role within this team that's trying to win a Stanley Cup, and what has this all meant to you being here?
It's meant a lot. I never thought I'd have the chance to play in the Stanley Cup Finals. Having said that, it's became a home because I've played well here. You know, I'm never going to be on a long-term deal. I'm never going to have a huge long leash. Do I want to be here for years to come? Of course. But is that reality? Probably not. But I'm going to enjoy every single day, coming to work, being with my teammates, you know, ready when called upon. I don't think I could really ever say I've had a home in my professional career, but I'd say so far this is year 14, and this has been the closest thing to it.